Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Miners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will start this game off. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Shapen. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
That's a great job by the wide receiver, understanding where the first down marker is. Don't mess around. Don't run 2 yards short. Get to the first down, catch the football, move the sticks, and get an extra set of downs.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes a connection. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I think it's really hard as a quarterback to know when to put touch on the ball and when to throw that thing as hard as you possibly can. And right there, I don't think he needed to throw it that hard. I think he could have softened that up a little bit because he had a chance to hit the guy deep for a big play.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Complete downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Here's the handoff. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Mississippi State going up tempo. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
On first down from the 13-yard line. After run, now throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to get in some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Miners offense will go to work for the first time. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. To throw, it's McConnell. Got the quick pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
The Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets a block. Spins away from the defense. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Mississippi State right back to the line. Off the play fake. Fires left. It's complete. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll give it to the back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Off the RPO complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Booth. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Headed outside for the line. It's Lee. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're just about ready to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He'll pull it on the read. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
Go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Looking for a man, it's McConnell. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
And the Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Makes the catch and knocked down.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Odom. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all of the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
To the air, it's McConnell. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Mississippi State, 14, UTEP, 3.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Mosley. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Second down coming up.
As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. He'll do it himself. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And if a quarterback's going to have success in the run game, he's got to have guys helping him out, right? It's not just the offensive lineman. It's not just the running back doing a good job selling the run fake, but these receivers, they're doing a great job getting downfield and getting some blocks.
Toss sweep to the right. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
Mississippi State going up tempo. The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Pressure coming. Got him downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. On the ground, it's Booth. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense, quick tempo. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Mosley. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass. It's Shapen. He finds his man. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Mississippi State right back to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
They'll send out the kicker here. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
At the 23. Brings up 2nd down.
No huddle offense to the line. Movement here from the tight end. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball over the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everyone.
The Miners are in the hurry-up. Looking for room. It's Jackson. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's McConnell. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going up top. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, UTEP! What a catch and run for 6. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Booth. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll go to the counter. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. To the air. It's Shapen. Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Pocket starts to collapse. Catch in the middle, it's Mosley. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked up.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Looking to throw, it's McConnell. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw it. He lets one fly deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the 2nd half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He makes a catch. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Miners will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his target down the middle. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And the try is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Starkville. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis Wade Stadium.
Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top. And that's a live ball behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls over.
The Miners come to the line in the hurry-up. Using the quick game.
The pass on first down. Caught by the receiver. Picks up 7. Second down.
So after the first down run, here's second down. The play action fake. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's McConnell. Fires one high and deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Defense trying to be physical in pass coverage took it a little too far, and the offense will pick up the first down. He's going to pass. Complete to the left. Got a lot of running room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Miners.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Lining up to add another. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Booth. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
They'll run play action. Feeling some heat. Gets it out fast. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. Running toward the the tape. Touchdown, Mississippi State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Looking downfield, it's McConnell. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Miners racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff, it's Jackson. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The Miners are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. We've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
They'll go to the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Right back to the well. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13.
At the 13-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
27-yard line. 2nd down.
Mississippi State going up tempo. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Back to throw. It's Shapen. Has to let this one go off his back foot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He's got it. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
And the Miners getting set on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jackson. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
2nd down.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Dropping back, it's McConnell. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
toss to the outside. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. The quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stopped. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Got his man quickly.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Quarterback on the keeper. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
This quarterback is so dangerous, and it looked like the defense had him corralled. It looked like they were ready for him to keep the football, but that quarterback is just too good. He's like a water bug. So good, short area quickness, able to make guys miss and then go get the first.
The Bulldogs want to move quickly. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Hauls it in. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. All kinds of running room. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Scanning the field, it's McConnell. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. All wideouts, no backs. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. Maybe you want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They're going to run it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Back to pass, it's McConnell. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point in the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
The Miners headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. It's White. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Going up top on 1st down. He's got an open man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. He'll just keep slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's going for the big play. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The give as they work on that clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Goodman. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
To the air, it's McConnell. Trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because you did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Goodman. He's loose. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. And they spike it to stop the clock.
Incomplete. It's second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, wants to throw. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver, running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air, it's McConnell. Getting some heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll go to the air. Coming after it. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one.